story twice. Oh, I don't need these because there's no one on the panel. What am I doing? So that's a good thing. I've been looking at videos, anxious about getting my RV and not really knowing if it's really going to need any work or anything. And we're expecting minor shit. Nothing really major. So I was looking at these renovation videos because I'm having a hard time with color combinations for painting. And I'm like, I just don't know what, I know I like certain colors. I don't know what I want to do. So I've been, just fucking with the tile colors that I picked out in the floor and that Doug picked out, all this stuff. And, can you hear me okay? Am I coming in? I didn't even check that. I just started talking. Fucking with it. Yeah. That Doug picked out all this. Yeah, and it's hi Catherine, and it's not even in sync again. It's the Yeti mic and the Logitech camera that I can't get them to go. I just can't get them to work together. But anyway, so I'm watching all these renovation videos, and I come across this one that's about what to look for when you buy a used RV. And another heading that I saw was something about buying an RV and what it looks like on the surface compared to under the surface. So I started looking at them, and I shouldn't have. But I'm thinking, yeah, I should be aware of this because I've already bought this fucking RV and everything, So I'm still doing the itching thing through here. My skin is so freaking sensitive. So I'm looking at these videos last night, late in the evening. It was really late. And they're showing how, all right, thank you, Catherine. They're showing how at this RV lot where they get trade-ins, and I'm guessing they're trade-ins. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing they are. Or maybe they buy them at auction and then they get them there and then they find out what's wrong with them. But this guy was like, oh yeah, look on this side of it. This RV looks great. And it's the same type of the exterior is the same as ours. It's it looks like, I guess it's fiberglass. It's not like the 1 or 2 piece fiberglass, it's the sheets. But anyway, he says, looks great. Let's go to the other side. So they go to the other side, and it's a Keystone. We got a Keystone, not the same one, but it's still from the same company. They've pulled away the fiberglass sheet, and you can see where the water has run from the top, or they didn't keep the roof sealed or keep it covered or inside when they stored it. And the water has run down the wall and it rotted the wood. And from the outside, he says, so you go inside and it is really bad. He said, I can't even go in. It smells horrible. I can't even walk inside of it. I gag. So he says, this has to all be replaced. I started panicking. I was like, oh my God. I was like, man, we had put a specific amount of money aside to purchase an RV, knowing that it would need work done. We were looking for something that would probably need some work done so we could re-insulate it, gut it out, and do our thing. And when I found this one, which was well below what we had set aside, Doug says, well, we're ahead of the game. It looks great, and we saved a lot of cash, a lot. So we're prepared to do work to it if need be. It's just that I've gotten it in my mind that it's got nothing wrong with it because of what they told me, when I bought it. But I won't know until it comes, but I'm still panicking because I looked at that fucking video and I shouldn't have looked at that fucking video and then the other video. And now I don't know because under the surface, and then of course, down in the floor and the carpet and stuff, you would be able to see around the edges where water seeps down, runs down the beams and goes, won't know until we get it, but I'm still panicking. Hey, Martha. I'm so panicking, but it's done. What's done is done. They've already sent out the title. We should probably have it tomorrow or maybe the day after tomorrow, probably tomorrow. It'll be in the mail, but they said they were going to overnight it, and we had to send our contract stuff back to them. We sent it overnight, but it was so late in the day when we sent it, they said I wouldn't be there till today. So they got it today, which means they're issuing the title, and we'll have it tomorrow. But it's already done. It'll be here in 16 days. 16 days it'll be here. So I guess I'll find out, and I'm going to share it with everybody. Yeah, water will fuck up an RV. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Grape Ape. I don't know who that is. I've never seen that one. I can't help but panic, Martha. That freaked me out when I saw that video, and I was like, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, God, man. But I mean, I couldn't drive all the way to North Carolina to see it. I was waiting for that thing to get snatched up for the price that they had it at. I was like, they're going to get it. Just tell me where to send my money. Shut up and take my money. That's what I told the guy. I didn't really tell him that, but I was basically in my heart and in my head going, shut up and take my money. So I'm hoping I get lucky. I know it's hard, but you will have to wait and see what I know. I just had to talk to somebody because Doug keeps telling me that I'm worrying too much, but I can't help it, and Doug says, look, we already knew that it might need work done. And then you found one that looked like it didn't need any, but don't get your mind in that position. We already planned on doing work to one and paying more for it. You paid way less for it. We are ahead of the game. If it needs work, we can do the work. We don't got to see. And he's right. He says, people say, oh, it costs a lot of money to do these renovations if it has all this stuff wrong. Well, that's if they hire someone to do the work for them. We're going to do it ourselves. So it's not going to cost us high, but it'll put us in a position where we won't have anywhere to live while we're waiting to get all of it done. So we'll probably have to live in it while we scramble to fix everything, which is, if it's got the same problems as this one in this video, oh my God, y'all, it was so bad. It was so bad. I would have walked away from this RV. No, I mean the one in the video. I wouldn't have walked away from the one we got. Doug asked me, if you knew that this RV had this problem that you saw in the video, would you have not bought it? And I went, no, I still would have bought it. I still would have got it. And he said, well, there you go. So he had a valid point. I still would have got it. Tara, where's Tara? There is no Tara on here. Tara's not on here. Hi, Brooke. No, it's no warranty because it's an 02. It's older. But it looks amazing. But the one in the video looked amazing until he showed the side where they pulled all the shit down and you can see all the wood rot. But, he said it was in good shape. I mean, he told me, which I know he can spin it how he wants to, but he said it was in really good shape. The family before that had it took good care of it, but still, I'm so worried that it's got something wrong. And I'm going to vlog everything. Even if it's fucked up, I'm going to vlog it all so everyone can see that, buying a sight unseen sometimes just isn't a good idea. And then other times you can get lucky like me, crossing my fingers, lucky, but we'll see. Hi, Toothless Tranny. Trust in your man. Oh, I do. He takes care of me. He made me dinner tonight, but he makes me dinner a lot. So yeah, he made me, he steamed me vegetables and made like a butter cheese sauce, which was not good for me, and put it over pasta. It was so good. But that's what I had for dinner. Yes, it can be mended and we're going to fix it if it needs it. I'm hoping that I'm just overly concerned, just overly concerned. And I don't know what South Carolina laws are about lemon laws. I don't know what their laws are. I didn't even think to check. I didn't have anybody inspected. I bought it from a dealership. It's a dealership. They buy him. He doesn't sell anything new. Everything he gets, he buys at bank auctions. Oh, the dealer is the one that I spoke to. He's the owner of the lot. He owns it. He owns the lot. He's the one that it's all his. And he said that when I asked him why he was selling it for so cheap, he said, it's just so big. It's taken up so much of his lot and it's older. He said, it's in fine shape. It's just older. and he had some slightly newer ones coming in. So, you know, I'm human and I may have been a sucker. I don't know. I'm not worried about it because we plan on fixing it if it has anything wrong with it anyway. It's not like it's a loss. It's just going to take a little longer for us to actually be able to utilize it as our permanent home. And in the meantime, we got to find somewhere else to live if that's the case. You know, we can't, I guess we could live in it, but we'd have to move quickly. We'd have to move really quick, or else we'd be spending a day or two with no wall on one side and then no wall on another side. I don't want to fucking do that, but yeah. Well, then that's a good thing, Elvis Dumpster Dining. That's a funny name, by the way. Instead of Dumpster Diving, Dumpster Dining. Poor Elvis. I wish he would just go get a job. So he could have food. I think he's so locked in emotionally and arrogantly to this employment's for suckers kind of thing that now he just can't admit it. And he's just going to live in that van and keep doing what he does, or else everybody will pick on him. I don't know anything about an inspection report. I've never done this before. I've never even stayed one night in an RV. I have never lived in an RV. I've never spent the night in an RV. And I don't think, the only time I was ever in an RV was my bitch den, which really doesn't count. It was the Hardwall Apache Ramada pop-up thing that we redid, that I redid. That don't really count. I was in Diane Two Camper's RV because me and Doug went over a year ago to have dinner with her and her husband, and she has an amazing RV. But I've never really been in an RV other than that. And we went to that RV lot, Dick Gore's, a few weeks back, and we looked inside RVs. I don't know nothing about this shit. Let Elvis test the bed before you throw it out. Now, if the bed is new, because RV beds are expensive. So if the bed is new, we're just going to get a bed topper. I talked to Diane Two Campers on the phone today because I was worried about her because, you know, she hasn't been on. Have y'all seen her on? I hadn't seen her on. And I was worried about her. And I told Doug, I'm going to start checking obituaries. That was tonight. I was like texting her. She wasn't texting me back. And Doug was like, can you do it after we get home from the store? So I was like, yeah. So by the time we got home and I got settled in, I took Jewel outside to go pee. I came in, Diane called me. So we talked for like over an hour about the RV, and her husband were giving me advice about shit, telling me I had to get a new sewage line. I had to get a water line. I was like, don't RVs come with that? And she was like, you don't want other people's germs. And I was like, yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. So I gotta go get all that. I told her she had to take me to Walmart and hold my hand and walk me through Walmart and tell me what I need to fucking buy because I don't know. She's showing us how to make these, I guess, wheel wedges like her husband made for theirs. So we're going to do that. We're going to just disassemble the shed, and we're going to utilize that wood to do whatever repairs we need. We're going to try to, use it towards the RV, plus make those wedges, make those wheel wedge things or the blocks or whatever. We started out in a house trailer. I was pregnant, and we lived in it while we made it into a house. We did most of the work. We still have a few things to do 30 years later. Oh, wow. RV is almost the same as a house trailer. Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah. Hi, Elvis's messy diaper. It's late as fuck. But so anyway, I just I hate being panicked like this. I'm just anxious as hell. And I got into it with the manager here. Oh my God. Do you know what this chick did? Oh my, of course you don't know. I haven't told you yet. She tells me to come in to the office. She calls me. So I finally just went over there because I missed her calls. So I went over there and I was like, hey, I saw you called. She tells me, when do you think you're going to be out of the mobile home? Because we're supposed to put our RV right at the end of the road here. She had an RV slot. Are you still going to get that plot of land? No, I don't think so, because that's a lot of work. We've got to disassemble an entire it's a double wide. I'm not up for that. I'm not up for it. We don't know what the deal, it's going to cost us more in the long run. I mean, it's not going anywhere. We can change our mind down the road, but right now we want to undertake one thing at a time. And right now it's the RV. Get it here, check it out, make sure that the money doesn't have to go towards that. And eventually we may end up getting that plot of land. It ain't going anywhere. It's been empty for going on 3 years now. So, and the guy's not actively putting it up for sale. It's just like a word of mouth thing that we found out about it. But anyway, so I go over there and she's like, when are you going to be out? And I said, the 1st or the 2nd is when the RV will be here. And we're putting it down there in the end. You know, she had a lot for us. And this was just a month to month. There's no leases. It's just a month to month. $500 covers everything. It covers your water, your electricity, your internet, everything. And she goes, oh, good, because I already rented your place out. And I went, what? And she says, I've rented it out. And I looked behind me at the road and I went, you have 4 other empty trailers on my road alone and you rented out mine? And she went, I know my job. I went, apparently not. I was like, you can't rent out a mobile home that people are already in. All of my belongings are still in here. Why are you renting out my mobile home? I honestly don't think she rented it out. I think she wishes she never said it. I don't think she rented it out. We got into it. And she went, calm down, you're jumping the gun. And she started getting all panicky. And I went, wait a minute, I'm jumping the gun? The lady that rented out a mobile home that's currently occupied and has been for over a year tells me that I'm jumping the gun? I was like, really? And her face was like, just staring at me like, fuck, valid point. You know, I was like, you've got a lot of nerve. You just told me I'm jumping the gun. I'm simply reacting to you telling me that I have a deadline now. And she goes, well, you can't live in the trailer and and the RV. I said, my RV is still in another state. Something could happen to it. What if when they roll it down the road, it falls off a bridge? And then she just stared at me quiet again. I was like, think about these things, you know? So anyway, she kept cutting me off. Everything I said, she kept cutting me off. I went through the same thing with one of the owners a while back, and he kept cutting me off. And I was like, what the hell? What is your problem? And I said, you going to let me talk? And he went, no. I was like, wow, that's good. I'm glad I just recorded everything that you said to me. Of course, his total attitude changed when he found out I was recording them. And anyway, so she kept cutting me off. And I was like, wow, you just keep cutting me off. You're just not going to let me talk. And she just kept cutting me off. And I went, well, there you did. You did it again. And she cut me off when I said that. And I finally said, do you see, this is why people in this park don't like you. And her face was like, oh. And I said, you don't listen to people. They don't complain to you. What's the point? They complain amongst each other. I hear it all the time. People say it. They don't like you. If you don't like me, you can take your RV and put it elsewhere and they can move out too. I said, I might. And I was like, whatever, I'm going back to my house, So I went back. I came home. I wasn't even home for maybe 2-3 minutes. And there was another chick in the office when all this went down. It's the woman that I'm giving all my stuff to when I leave. I'm giving her everything. And she was in there. She heard everything. And I get home, my phone rings. It's her. I look down at the caller ID and I'm like, oh, shit. So I answer the phone and she's like, I just want you to listen to me. I need you to hear what I have to say. I went, okay, I'm listening. The things that you said to me, I swear this actually happened. She kept telling me, I am very professional. I am a professional. I know my job. Every single time I talk to her, she has to broadcast that she's professional. Most of you out there know this, okay? You still need time to do it. Right. So worldlier people out there know what I'm about to say is true. People that are professional don't have to keep reminding other people that they are. They simply show it by being professional. People that are popular don't have to keep saying, I'm very popular. They just are. And they don't even know they are. They just are. So she kept saying it, kept saying it, kept saying it. And every time I talk to her, I'm very professional. I come highly recommended. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go. And anyway, she calls me up. I want you to know that the things you said to me were very rude and my feelings are very hurt. I am very upset. I wish I'd have recorded that phone call. I didn't expect it though. My feelings are very hurt. I am very, very upset and shaken right now because people don't like you. You are far from professional, bitch. So I was like I'm thinking to myself, I'm listening. I'm like, okay, I'm saying that. But what I'm thinking is, I'm not fucking Dr. Phil. I'm not Oprah. I might be as big as Oprah, but I'm not Oprah. And the more she talked and told me how bad her feelings were hurt and that I was very rude. And I'm sitting there thinking, this isn't a popularity contest. You're the manager of a mobile home park, and sometimes the tenants won't like you. And sometimes you have to listen to it. And you have to listen to them and quit cutting them off and listen to them. These people are not here because they choose to be here. These people that are here that are going to be here when I'm gone, they don't have anywhere else to go. This is their fucking home. She can't comprehend this. No comprehende. And a lot of people are saying this about her here, So I'm glad to be away from this fucking place. I can tell you that. And she gets all heated when she, the longer I listen, the more confident she becomes with the things that she's saying to me. Yeah, very anxious. Right, exactly, Brooke. I mean, when you have to keep reminding people that I'm professional, you're clearly not professional. I've never gone to my physician and had him sit there when I berated him for not listening to me. I never had him go, I am very professional. I know my job. They don't do that shit because they are professional. But she ends up saying this. She ends up saying to me, if you want to be honest about it, I can legally evict you and give you 7 days because of the way you acted in this office. Acted in this office because I didn't agree with you renting out my mobile home and giving me a freak attack because now I'm under a time restraint? No. Good luck having a judge uphold that in court when she stands before a judge and says, I need to get an eviction issued because this lady was rude to me. And she told me that people didn't like me. Are you fucking kidding me? So when she said, I could legally evict you for the way you acted in this office. In other words, for not respecting me, and I am the all-knowing manager of a shitty trailer park. And so when she told me, that she could evict me, I went, good, do it, do what you got to do. Do it. I'm out of here. I'm not putting my RV here. She went, good, I will rent your spot to someone else. I said, it ain't my spot, it's yours. Click, hung up the phone. I logged onto my computer and I found another park. And it's owned by the man who used to own this one that I'm in. So I know him. I've spoken to him. I know him. And we're going over there. Yes, we are. It's an RV park. He has a mobile home park and he has an RV park. And the mobile home park has RV spots. But there's a lot of kids and families. And when they found that it was just me, my husband, and the dog, the lady said, oh, you'd be happier in the RV park, which is just like a quarter mile up the road. So I was like, yes, let's do that. So we're going to move into that park. I wouldn't park my car here. Once I'm gone, I'm gone. I can't wait to get out of here. This woman is batshit. But yeah, so that's what happened. And this afternoon when Doug got home, he said, did you have a 7-day to vacate on the door when you woke up today? I went, nope. What I did have on the door was this stupid thing about an Easter party and a community yard sale. See, I could have donated them everything that I'm not taking. Everything for their community yard sale. I ain't giving them shit. Lady fell, and I'm not giving them anything because this woman is a complete idiot. You should see these things that she sends out. They're misspelled. The vernacular, the grammatical errors are terrible, but she's highly professional and comes highly recommended. And I can't barely freaking find a job at a convenience store, and this chick is running an entire mobile home park. Go figure that, right? Do you ever have those situations where you have to deal with like the manager of a store? and they're just not the brightest wattage light bulb in the package. And you're sitting there looking at them going, how is this possible? You're a freaking manager and I'm doing this, or you're the freaking manager and I'm trying to find work doing this. It's like, wow, I can't take it. I can't take it. Just idiots. And Jacksonville's full of them. Jacksonville is absolutely slam fucking full of some of the dumbest people that I've ever seen in my life. They're not all dumb, obviously. I've met some great people here. But I guess it's because the population is so high and the traffic is so bad, but it's usually people on the road, just the idiots, the zipping around town. There's a lot of money in this area, so there's a lot of fast cars, and people are just dumbasses. But that's on them. That's on them. I'm glad y'all listened to my little mini rant. I was so mad at that lady. I was like, I cannot believe that you're sitting here spilling your guts. I'm not your therapist. Shouldn't you be paying somebody to do this shit? Because I hurt your feelings? Oh my God. Can y'all sympathize with that shit? I hurt your feelings. Well, maybe if you weren't a complete asshole and listen to everybody when they talk to you and quit treating them like they're a contract. They're humans. They're flesh and blood. And a lot of them, when you evict them, they're literally on the street. They have nowhere to go. And then she's going to threaten to evict me because I was mean to her and made her cry. She was literally crying. She's on the phone with me and she's crying. The manager. Yeah. Go fucking figure. If I made you cry by telling you the truth that people complain about you, they don't like you, then that's your problem, not mine. They like me out here just fine. I don't know what her problem is. Sometimes it's who you know or blow. Oh, there's a lot more to this story. Oh, there's so much more to this story of this park. I can't talk about it till I'm not in this park, though. Yeah, you're right. Dumb people are everywhere, not just here. There just seems to be a very concentrated amount of them here. I mean, there's like this itchy skin thing is really getting to me bad. It's like all around here. I think my nose is going to fall off. But yeah, so there were dumb people in North Carolina. Obviously, it's North Carolina. But I think there's just such a concentrated amount of them here. There's so many people here. Gosh, even the trolls are being really nice. It's very weird. Yep, I'm awake. What do y'all want to talk about? Let's talk. I don't come in front of the camera that often. It's like grit. My cat must have walked across this earlier. That is the contaminated water you used to shower with. Oh, this water is for shit. I freaked out because today I got up and I had a half of one of these in the fridge. And I texted Doug and was like, dude, I'm out of water. I'm out of water. So when he got home, we went to the store, we got some stuff, came home, forgot water. So I went back up to the store and got 2 jugs until I could go get spring water. I had to get distilled water, which I just do spring water. I do Zephyr Hills, which is a Florida thing. So you're going to get the trolls now? Yeah, well, I always get the trolls, but then I just boot them. You live in Peyton Place? Right now I got my little lovey. Look at this. Look at my baby. Shh. My baby. She's going to bite you. Get away, kitty girl. Don't nobody want to talk to you. It's your old self. Hey, Jewel. Did mommy wake you up? She's growling at her. She's growling at her. She gets so mad. It's fine. Okay. Where's there no Zephyrs and no Hills? Hi, Diane. Hi, Kyle. I was just talking about you, Diane. I was talking mad smack. I was throwing so much shade. I'm joking. I love Diane. She's going to hold my hand and treat me like a baby while we go RV stuff shopping. Oh, Bramanda. For now, right? Just for a while. Oh. Not really. Probably not. I don't know if any of y'all really know how awesome Diane is. Diane Two Campers. She's pretty awesome. I enjoy our phone calls every time we talk, which isn't often enough. But this time we spoke for like an hour and 18 minutes. It was a long time. Might have been an hour, 15 hour and 20. We spoke for a long time. I love our conversations. And now when she goes camping and she's like, hey, you want to go camping? I can go camping with her. I got a freaking RV now. Yes. Yes. I know, Diane. It is. It is. Because you've told me a lot of shit that I've got to get. And I'm like, oh my God. I already shared with Diane my panic over I think I did. Did I share it with you, Diane? My panic about the RV thing? It freaked me out so fucking bad. She's awesome. Diane is great. I hope now that I have an RV to spend much more time with her when they go camping where I can actually also go, I can go as well. Because sometimes they go on like a base or something, but I can't always go to that. But, I got to make sure. I think Jewel is up to date. She's up to date on everything, but I'm going to have to get her into Banfield to make sure so that she won't get rejected. I found one RV park and they wouldn't have us because they only accept dogs under 25 pounds. I said, well, that takes care of that because where my baby don't go, I don't go. Ain't that right, old mama? Ain't that right, Gray Whiskers? No, I can't even see. I'm so flipping blind. It must have been Doug that I told Diane. I thought it was you, but it must have been Doug. Oh. Well, Kyle, the RV's not here yet. I was panicking over a video that I saw that shows how an RV can look amazing until you pull back the siding on the outside and you see all the rotted wood. Now I know I've got to buy. Diane informed me. Basically, what she said is, I hope you got a lot of money, bitch. But she didn't actually say that, but that's what she meant. I can't go. I am over 300 pounds. Oh, yeah, you're a dog. That's right. Yeah. I've got to get a water hose, a sewage hose, a mattress topper. I know I've got to do that rubber roof thing if it needs it. I got to get tires. She tells me I got to buy tires. That's really expensive. So we're going to get tires. Diane Wilkes, did you say, oh, we got to make those things for the tires to block the tires. I know we're going to get tire covers unless they have them already in the bottom of the RV, because a used RV sometimes has a lot of extra shit. So if it's got tire covers, that's good. I do know we are going to get one of those humongous awnings. They're like $2,200 that goes over the whole RV. We're definitely getting one of those. When? I don't know. I hope before summer gets too bad. When summer comes, I want to already have it. And I don't think the RV park will have any trouble with us putting it up. Then again, the RV park might have a lot of trees and I don't have to worry about it, for the shade and everything. I didn't mean to, Deborah. Stop watching the horrors of RV videos. But The voltmeter, that's what it was, a voltmeter. I told her we are getting the on-demand hot water thing. I saw one this guy was putting in. I can't remember what the channel was now, but it was fucking amazing. It was just big and solid, and it looked like it was the shit, you know. But they're $500, but they looked a lot easier to put in than I was thinking that it would be. But yeah, so we're going to look into those, and if we don't get that one, we'll get one pretty close to it. You never run out of hot water. I know that this probably has like a 10-gallon water heater, and that's not going to cut it. That shit ain't going to work. We've got to get a bigger, you know, not a bigger one, but the on demand. Yep, I got to make a list and check it twice. I'm going to make a list, and then I'm going to make Diane kidnap me, and we're going to go to the Walmart and buy stuff. Or she's going to sit me down on Amazon and go, this. I don't want to go on Amazon. Her husband said, you know, she can just go to Amazon and it'll tell her all the RV stuff she needs. And I said, no, I don't need to do that. I've got y'all. Y'all can just tell me what I need. I don't want to be that person that goes on Amazon and buys everything they make for RVs and then end up with a bunch of shit I don't need, you know. But Diane and Charles have already done all this shit, so they already know what I'm going to need. I can't help it. I have to panic over this stuff. I was doing fine too. I was doing perfectly fine. I did find a new YouTuber that I enjoy, but she doesn't make any videos really, just a couple. I found her because she redid a Franklin. I think it's a Heritage Franklin or Franklin Heritage, whatever. Those are really big. Those are, I like the way those are set up, but they're not easy to find, and they're usually kind of a little bit more expensive. Her name is Brusque. Her name is Brusque. She has a great personality, and I told her make more videos, and she goes, I don't know what to talk about. I was like, just take people with you when you go somewhere. You know, some people like that stuff. And she said, I'll watch some of your videos and get ideas. But anyway, she's really, I don't know, I like her personality. I'm going to go over here and show y'all one of her videos that she's just got a good personality. She really does. There she is. She redid her RV. This one video shows you her personality. She's pretty funny. She's pretty cool. I like her. What? That is not what I just copied. Hold on. What? Why does it keep... There it is. That's her, and she's pretty funny. She's real. I love that. She's real. She's just like goofy or kind of just like blah, blah, blah. And she looks a lot like my friend. So weird. Y'all should sub her and tell her that Corey sent ya. So Fugget. Tell her so Fugget sent ya. She's great. Tell her you want to see her do videos. I want to see her do videos. I've already watched almost all the ones that she's got up. She doesn't have that many, but she's got a great personality. She's very laid back. Let's see. But I'm tired. I gotta take a shower. It's hair washing night. You know, the whole every other night thing. I don't know. Put on the list. Happy Campers Organic RV Holden tank treatment. Oh, that's right. You said I had to clean the and I had to sanitize my water tank as well. You said that stuff will last you well over a year or more. Diane, put it on the list. I'll never remember it. You have to. I don't remember these things because I'm slow. Let me see. All right. Happy Campers Organic RV Holden Tank Treatment. Happy Campers RV Holding Tank Treatment. Oh, by the way, I'm down another 2 pounds. So, as long as the scales are going in the correct direction, they can go as slow as they want. I don't give a shit. I know. I'm writing it down. I swear. What is the stuff you said I had to use to sanitize my water tank? My actual, like the fresh water. Didn't you say I had to sanitize that? Because, you know, and because I said, wow, yeah, because I don't know how long it's been sitting. You know, I don't know how long this RV's been parked. I may actually end up, I told Doug I may actually end up crying because we're going to do the video when the RV's being brought in. I'm going to end up fucking crying. Everyone's going to be like, what a corn dog. But this is what me and Doug have talked about since we were dating and I was 18. I was like, wouldn't it be cool? We could travel. We could just live in it. We could just chill for a while and move on to another place. It'll be so exciting. And it's happening. I'm going to fucking cry. I don't even care if it needs work done. I don't care. I'm going to cry. It's going to be grantastic. It's going to be so good. It's going to be really good. I celebrated those it was like 2 point some odd pounds, whatever. We'll round it off to 2. It's a little more, but it's 2 pounds. I celebrated with a mini ice cream. It's a little bowl of frozen yogurt, not ice cream, but yogurt. And I put a little bit of magic shell on it. That was my cheat, my celebration. Because I've been doing lots of salads. Oh my God, they're delicious. I've been really into salads for like 3 or 4 days now. She says, we'll get Charles to tell you about the water tank. He's the water man. Yeah, but he screams at me. She needs to do this. Tell him not to scream at me. It's going to hurt my feelings to make me cry. They're such nice people. Oh. Oh. Any good movies out there that I could look at? Any of them, even if they're not out on DVD yet. Anything, because I can find it online and watch that shit. I gotta find something to watch tonight to help me go to sleep because my insomnia is not easing up. I could be absolutely exhausted, just exhausted, and I can't go to sleep. I just can't. Then I lay in the bed and I get sore, and it hurts so bad. It hurts so bad, but it's a toss and a turn. Then I get frustrated, and then she starts snoring. And then I have to reach down the floor and give her one of these. Stop snoring. Damn. Ain't that right, Jewel? Look at her. Oh my God, she's so sweet. LOL, he does that all the time. He was making sure you heard him over the phone. I know. From where he was standing. I know. I was just playing. He's screaming at me. Look. Look, Diane. Look at my sweetie. Jewel. And she's getting fat. She's got like blubber now. Shit, you can't see it. She's got blubber. Because she eats Iams now. She likes Iams, so she'll eat that dry. I don't have to put nothing in it, so Iams is what she gets. And she's getting fat. I need a movie to watch. Have y'all watched that show Longmire? I think it's been out for a while. It's about the I don't know what, it's like a Western type town, but it's current. It's like nowadays. It's a sheriff and there's always murders. What kills me with that fucking show, Longmire? I don't know if do y'all know what I'm talking about? Longmire? I think it might be a Netflix show, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I've been watching that, and I actually like it. It's pretty good. I have never seen a small town police department bungle so many crime scenes and still solve the crime. It's ridiculous. Dude man is trying to process a car that has evidence. So he's sitting in the seat while he's getting the fingerprints off the steering wheel. And some random dude just comes and sits beside him in the passenger side, just chatting. I brought you lunch. Gives him some damn food. That shit don't happen. That shit don't happen. And then one day, it was like, I think it was the first or second episode, they found a body. So when they get there, because someone found this body, they get there, they roll the body over. As soon as they get there, they have absolutely no crime scene investigation unit. He just rolls the body over, starts checking it out, doesn't bag the hands. He says, put it in the back of my truck. He hauls the bodies around in the back of his SUV. Okay. Solves every crime. Oh, and it's always the murder victims are always people from out of town. This little town gets a lot of outsiders. Let's just say that. It's just so weird. But it's a good show. It's just, I hate when they bungle the crime scenes and still solve the crime. It's so bullshit. Doug says, why do you got to ruin everything with reality? I'm a realistic person. I can't help it. I notice these little things and it bugs me so bad. Kind of like when you're watching something and somebody will be standing there with a hand on their hip. And then when they change scenes, their hands are crossed like that. And I'm like, man, how hard is it to edit something to make sure it doesn't look like it's the 17th scene that they did? But they do it anyway. Oh, fuck it. I can't handle it. It pisses me off. It's like, get it right. You've got one job, and that is to film this correctly, and you couldn't even do that. I guess I'll watch Longmire. Have y'all seen that Netflix original series, Grace and Frankie? It's Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin. Have y'all seen that? It's good. I like it. I like it. Their husbands leave them for each other. They're like, I want a divorce. Yeah, I want a divorce too. So both of the husbands are like, yeah, we want divorces because we're in love with each other. So they don't even like each other, these two chicks, but then they end up becoming friends because of that. This is pretty cool. I like it. This is what I do at night. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's right. I forgot. I sit up all night trolling. No, I watch Netflix all night long. I watch Netflix. I'm starting to run out of shit to watch. Or I'll like read articles or oh yeah, you were gonna okay. Okay. Paste. That one. All right, let me copy that. Copy. Paste. It's not found, it says. It's not showing up. That can't be it because it's not showing up. You said their name is what now? Yeah, it's not up here. Oh. Okay. I'll try that. Road Warrior. Okay. I'm going to try that then. I'm just going to type in youtube.com and then go type in Road Warrior Hannah Park. Road Warrior Hannah Park. There it is. Is it the one where it says RV disaster, or the one where he says you've got to be shitting me? There's a Jack's Beach one. God, my nose is itching so bad. RV disaster number 2. Okay, out on a limb. Oh, yeah, okay. The best in them. All right, I'm going to share that link with other people here. Here you go. Here's the direct link. Yeah, and she showed me that because Hannah Park was where we were going to go on the weekends when the boys were here. But she says, good luck getting a 37-foot RV around the turns. I have actually been to Hannah Park. And when I lived here before, I had a friend that lost her place and she had to live in a tent in Hannah Park. So I took her to get a tent, to get a battery alarm clock, everything. And then on payday, I went and picked her up from the Hannah Park campgrounds and took her to get her food for the week and all that shit. And her crack. She was a little bit of a crackhead, but she worked 7 days a week. But she had to have her thing, you know. It was her business, not mine. But anyway, I'd been to Hannah Park before, but it's been a really long time. We're talking back in 2003 when that all happened. So she made a point that you can't really get it around the corners and around the. I know that Hannah Park is literally very raw. It's not paved. The campgrounds are not paved. Well, they may be now. They weren't back then. They were dirt roads. And if they were paved, they were that really rough, broken up around the edges kind of shit. But they have tent sites, and then they have like 30 amp sites, 50 amp sites. They have cabins, which are just shells, just a cabin with an air conditioner in the window. If you want a bed or a chair, you got to bring your own shit. I do know that. And they're like $35 a night. They're pretty cheap, or they were. It's been a long time. But so she was telling me you're not going to be able to, you know, maneuver that thing on those roads in Hannah Park's campground. But now Doug's like really addicted to RVs. And yeah, because me and Diane talked so long tonight that I ended up taking her with me to the store twice. I was like, I'm just going to go to the store. Walk with me. We're going to talk while I walk. And she went with me to buy lottery tickets, and she doesn't even know it. Oh, they're paved now. Tessie Poo. Hi, Tessie Poo. I love Tess. So I'm going to go back out there probably on the weekend. And I haven't been to Hannah Park in a while because it's been kind of cold. But I'm going to go to Hannah Park this weekend and see if they'll let me really quickly just check out the campground area, because I heard it's kind of scuzzy. I know Wanderlust Estate, James, he was there for a while. I think he spent like a weekend there, or maybe just a day. I'm not sure. But that was this past year. And I was like, damn, you were right here. I was at Hannah Park at the oceanfront, same time as you, same day, me and the boys and Doug. So he was right there. And I didn't even know it, just down the water from me. So we missed each other. But I know he was there and he had his GMC and he managed, but this is bigger than that. So start a panel. It's 3 o'clock and fuck, what time is it, man? I cannot see. I've got such granny eyes. It's 2:30 in the morning. I really don't want to do a panel because it's 2:30 in the morning. And then everybody gets mad and I'm like 20 minutes after, I'm like, yeah, I'm over it. I don't want to do this anymore. And then Tess starts making me feel bad and says, no, you got to stay awake with me because I have insomnia. And then I feel bad. Pardon me. Just a wave away. Yeah. He was like right there. And when it was like 2 days after that, or 3 days after, and I watched it, and I was like, "Ah, I was there. I didn't see you." It's a big beach. You know how it is, Diane. It's a pretty long, oceanfront right there. But if you ever come to Jacksonville and you wanna go to a beach that's not crowded and parking is a nightmare and all this shit, pay the $5 to get your vehicle into Hannah Park. Just do it. It's 5 for cars. I don't know what it is for RVs or the buses or whatever. Go to Hannah Park. Go to the beach. They give you a map. Go to the beach in Hannah Park, park your shit, and enjoy the beach. It is an awesome waterfront. It really is. It's worth it. You see, now I've seen whale out there. I've seen mama and baby whale. They would breach. This was years ago, but I saw it. And you see planes and you see dolphin, and I mean, you see a lot of stuff out there. People have their dogs out there. I love Hannah Park. I really love Hannah Park. We were hoping to find a lot that we could rent a private lot on that side of the water of the bridge, so towards the beach. And I did find one, and it may still be available. I'll have to go look and see, because if it is, we'll go there. It's in someone's yard. It's like in their backyard. They have the hookups. They just charge you one flat rate. But with us having the boys for the summer, they might not be down with that, so I don't know. But that would put me closer to the ocean. Tess, go to sleep. I'm going to come to Connecticut and punch your ass out, so you'll go nap. Corey, I've been up for over 80 hours. I woke up Monday at 2:40 p.m. Haven't been to bed yet. I've been working. It's not safe, Tess. Yes, Catherine, that's where I get some of my shark's teeth. But I get most of my shark teeth from the jetties towards Mayport, the village, Mayport Village, right there on A1A. But I haven't been out there in a while. It's just been too cold. It's just been too cold. And on the water, it's insane. Camping, tent, camping. Oh, Diane's looking it up. $20.34 for a tent, including tax. RV camping is $33.90, including tax. Cozy cabins are $33.90 per day. Yeah, I told you that they were cheap, including tax. 2-day minimum stay. And that's really cheap. But see, Hannah Park doesn't have any Wi-Fi at all. So if you want to do any internet, and you'll be doing it on your phone. But what I love about Hannah Park is the trees. The camping area has so many shady trees, and it's Florida. So when it's summertime, you're going to appreciate those trees. You really are going to appreciate those trees and that shade, especially being so close to the Wawa, water, not Wawa, the gas station, the water, close to the water. So you get that really good ocean breeze. Tess, you really, really need to let me punch you in your face. I'll do it because I love you, boo-boo. I want you to sleep. So I'm going to punch you in your face. I'm going to come to Connecticut. I'm going to punch you in your face. I want to go to sleep. I don't enjoy this or stay up on purpose. I know. Let me hit you. You wake up all swollen. Thank you, Corey. Thank you for punching me in my face. No problem, baby. Anything for you.
Kitty!
This bitch is spoiled.
Kitty, kitty!
She's so old. Kitty girl. Kitty girl. She's so fucking old. You old cat. You old mama. We've had her so long. Mama. She Can you hear me? Can you, all right. How about now? I'm going to wait, see. You can hear me? Oh, good. Can you hear me? Oh, there I am. I couldn't mute that. There's a huge delay between what you guys are seeing and what I'm saying or doing. So I'm going to like keep saying, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Because I didn't know if you could hear me. So yeah. Everything just kind of like left. I think my cat might be possessed and she caused that because I was fucking with her. Just want to put that out there. It's a possibility. You never know. These things happen. Hi, Joe. I really don't even have much more to talk about. I'm just, you know, just rambling and stuff. How do you know it's 44 seconds? Are you spying on me through my microwave? Did this go to my... Yes, deranged pussy. She's crazy. She's crazy. She's a crazy cat. She's a really crazy cat. I'm just going to share this right here. I'm going to post it right there on my fucking... on my Facebook. And then I'm going to see if it's on my Twitter too. Maybe somebody can give me some suggestions of what the fuck. Log me in. I do not know my password to Twitter. See, I don't. I'm just going to click forgot password. Text it. Thank you. All right, sorry, y'all. I've got to get into my Twitter. It like wiped out. Why would it do that? Why would it log me completely out unless somebody's up to no good? All up in my shit. This phone. Here we go. This phone is like super duper lagging. I need to get a new phone. I really do need to get a new phone. This thing lags so bad. I mean, I have to reset my password. Yes, they do. Yay. All right, now take me to my motherfucking Twitter. Take me to your Twitter. I have to make sure it should have like shared it right here. It's there. All right, all that for nothing. That's a good one, Joe. That's a good one. That's really good. I'm proud of you on that one. You didn't fuck that up. Oh, Troy said it. I think the delay is actually not the same for everybody. It's different. It's different. Depending on their own internet feed, you know. And depending on mine, of course. But yeah. Is anybody over here familiar with stuff going on in the beauty and drama community? Because I had to leave. I couldn't. I couldn't. I couldn't. Mm-mm. My safe word is thank you. May I have another? That's a safe phrase. That's a safe phrase. That's a conglomeration of many safe words. And they have to all be collectively used at the same time for them to count. I'm thirsty. I'm gonna drink some water now. Give me something to talk about. Look at my fat cat. Fatty. Fatty. I ran out of cat food, and this morning I had to give them Iams. They were not happy. They were like their regular selves. They were like going after the food. They were like, oh, it's going to be great. And then they ate some of it, and then they just stopped and looked at it. And one of the cats, her name is Rory. She's really fat. And she turned around and looked at me like, are you going to feed us? That is exactly what I read in her look. Are you going to feed us? She had a whole bowl of food. So I looked in the cabinet, and I had a big tall can of Pedigree canned food from when Reefer was still alive, because I was spoon feeding him because he couldn't eat on his own. And he was gagging and having a hard time swallowing. So I had this whole can left over. So I wasn't using it. It was like, as dumb as it sounds, it was sentimental. I know it's stupid, but that was my buddy for 16 years. But I fed them that, and they ate fine. And I gave the hard food to her. That was her morning thing, you know. They eat once a day, and they're getting fat. Pardon me. So is anybody familiar with the drama and beauty community shit that's going on? I heard something like really briefly on a Hangout. I just like clicked on it to see what they were talking about. And I'm one of them people that if I click on and I really am not that familiar with the people involved, and I really am not familiar with the situation, I give up and get really bored and distracted in about 35 seconds, and I'm gone. And that's what happened. I was listening. I was like, what the hell are they talking about? And then I went, oh God, I don't even want to know. I don't think. So I bolted. But, yeah, I know. You're right. There is no stupid when animals are concerned. It was stupid that I was sentimental about a can of Pedigree dog food because it was Reefer's. And that was for his following week's feeding, but you know, he didn't live to have it. So I just saved it. And I had a half-eaten can of Pedigree in the fridge. And we got her, and I still had it. I just let Doug throw it away about 3 weeks ago. It was in the fridge with a lid. I knew it wasn't any good, but I just couldn't part with it. And I don't know, you know how it goes. I've got his blanket that he passed away on, and I was going to wash it and let her have it. And I couldn't wash it. I couldn't wash it. And I looked at her and blew my mind. I just started bawling, and I looked at her and went, sorry, you can't have it. I was like, I can't let you have this blanket ever. You can't have this blanket. So she just kind of looked at me like, why are you crying? And Doug said, just put the blanket up. Just put the blanket in a bag and tie the bag up and just keep it. So that's what I did. It's in the room. I have Reefer's balls. We were talking about that on my last little hangout that I had last night. No, I didn't have it last night. I had it Tuesday night. But yeah, I have his testicles. I have his testicles in a jar, and I've had them since, I'm going to get the date wrong, the year 07, maybe 08. I think it was 07. But yeah, I've had them a long time. Our dog, Big Boy, that we had before Reefer, and then they kind of overlapped each other. We found Reefer, and we still had old Big Boy. And He his ashes my daughter has. I didn't want to bring them from North Carolina to here and risk something happening to him. The car was slammed full. So I just told my daughter, take Big Boy and your granddaddy and put them up at home, you know. And so she's got Doug's dad and she has Big Boy. But we'll get him. Yeah. I was going to have Reefer cremated, but just didn't have the money. You know, we just didn't have the money for it at the time. So I did get a clipping of his fur. I'm glad I at least got that. This is the first time I vaped since Tuesday night when I was on my hangout. I just don't vape anymore. There's nothing to draw me to it because there's no nicotine in it, and that addictive personality, I don't think it was as much an addictive personality as I thought it was because I'm able to put it down. It was the nicotine. That's what it was. Cremation here, it was just a little over 100. It wasn't a whole lot. I just did not have it at the time. Did not have it. We had other things that were going on. We were paying a lot of shit off, and we just did not have it. It's not much at all. They have 3 or 4 pet crematoriums here, just in my area, in the city, and that's a lot. The Jacksonville Humane Society, the shelter, they have a doggy cemetery. They have a literal pet cemetery. You can actually purchase a plot for your dog. I think it's a little bit extreme, but I mean, some people love their dogs to the point they feel like they need to have a permanent location where they can be memorialized. Personally, I'm good with putting my dog in the ground and memorializing him with a little headstone that you can have made, you know. But then you got to think, oh, if you sell your home, the people that get your home aren't going to feel the same way about your dog that you did. You know, Trigger will be out of there when they need to put that new pool in. So that's a thought too. I can't take this itching. I swear to, like, where my glasses go is where it's the most severe. And then it goes, I'm looking at myself in the thing. It goes all through here. And it's getting to where it's like right through here. And it's been going on for a few months now. And it's not makeup. I don't know what it is. There are cemeteries here. Down home, they did a horse backhoe. Yeah. And horses are not cheap to bury. And you don't see that happen very often. They usually just dispose of them because of their size. Oh, sweat from the nose pads. Well, that's just it. I was supposed to say it. It's like it's from the glasses. I only wear these to read, and I keep them really clean. I'm constantly. That's what I was telling Doug. I got those little the alcohol swabs. Those little pads. I have a loose hair clung to my arm, and it's driving me crazy. Got it. But I take these little alcohol pads and clean them. I clean them right there every night, and I clean all around. They're actually getting kind of rickety because I wipe them a lot, and I'm waiting for one of them to pop the hell off. And then the lenses are all scratched up. They're super scratched. Like, you can't even see. I need to get another pair. You can't even see. That's hilarious. I did not expect that look. That's going to be a good look for me. I might have to do all my hangouts like that. I'm just going to put this thing right there in front of the camera. And just, yeah, I'm going to rock that look from now on, all the hangouts. Oh, that ought to do something for some views. Hi, there's Martha again. I can't see what she said because I'm blind. Oh, Blum. She said Blum. Blum. Tell Diesel that I said hi. And I love him too. And I love you, Martha. And I love Joe. I love Catherine. I just love y'all. Oh, you wrench wielding hoes. I love y'all. I love Tessie Poo too. I love Diane too. Why doesn't Diane have a wrench? The hell? She got one now. Go ahead and fuck up. She'll make a video about your ass. Hi, Eric. How you doing? I can't wait to come there and prospect gold. Like I'm in the Old West. Of course, we can't use our RV when we come there because it's too massive, but we'll have something smaller. What does that mean? You're doing science right now? What does that mean? I can almost see my clavicles again. I can almost see my clavicles. Almost. I was looking at an older video from back when I met like Jimmy Rance and everybody. I had been dieting and I had lost a lot of weight actually. I looked amazing. And I did not look my age. Now I look my fucking age, but back then I had dyed my hair and I had lost weight. So I'm going to dye my hair and I'm going to lose weight again. And I'm going to look older, obviously, probably because I'm older, but I'm going to see my clavicles again. See, in that video, I could literally see the clavicle and then the scoop out right there. It was really obvious. Like, it was really obvious, but it's not that obvious now. I can't even see it. For all I know, there's like jello in there. I don't know. I'm going to work on it. You do understand that prospecting for gold equals digging holes in a mountain and getting dirty, right? Yes. I'm not a girly girl. You know this. Please. I will get dirty. I love doing shit like that where I don't have to give a crap how I look. I love that. I don't want to have to give a crap how I look. Eric's going prospecting. Ooh. Bikini season is coming. It ain't coming for my fat ass. It can come for me, but I'll fight it. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bikini season. I'll whoop that ass. Nice though, Catherine. Yeah. Like I'm gonna ever wear a bikini. I wore a bikini when I was a little girl, like super little teeny, like a little kid. And I wore a bikini when I first met Doug. And that's it. That's what locked him. He was like, yes, look at that. Gotta get up in that. Yeah, that's what won him. I'm going to prospect in Martha's trailer when she is out digging holes. Elvis Dumpster Dining said that. Armpit itches. I might dye my bald spot to see if I look younger too. Joe. Make me a sandwich while you're in there. P.S. I keep my gold on me at all times. Good deal. See an egg on my eyes itching. See an egg with two elastics. That's me. An egg with two elastics. I've never heard it put that way, Catherine. It's funny. My eyeball is itching. What the balls, man? Oh, God, it itches so bad. Why's my armpit itching? God damn it. Jewel, Mama. You're getting fat, Mama. We've been sitting around having ice cream. Yeah. No, I didn't give her no ice cream. I didn't even eat ice cream. I ate frozen yogurt. Me, I don't have allergies. Allergies are not my gig. I don't do allergies. I had that allergy to mold, and I stopped going to the hospital and sat at home and risked my throat closing up, but it worked. I don't have an allergy to mold anymore. I can go and breathe mold directly into my lungs and it does not affect me. Whereas before it would shut me down. I had to rush to the ER and they had to rush me back and fill me with that shit they give you. What is it called? Begins with a P. Anyway, yeah, that. I never got that interested in it because I got pissed off that I had an allergy. I have one allergy that I cannot overcome because it may possibly actually kill me. Not like mold wouldn't, but I was willing to risk it. I have an allergy to sulfa-based drugs. I found that out because they gave me, I had a bit of a drinking spell when my daughter Shane was little. She was a little thing. She was like a year old. And I drank too much. I drank way too much over the course of like 2 months. And I started feeling sick. And me and Doug had a really bad fight the night before and it got physical. So I was under the impression that Doug had really hurt me and I was pissed. So he was at his mama's because I wouldn't let him come in the house because I was pissed at him. And I go to the hospital. He finds out. He walks in the room. I'm in the ER. He walks in the room and I'm like, get away from me. And he was like, I'm not going anywhere. You're hurt. Something's wrong. Well, they come back in after running some tests and said, your liver is shutting down. Your liver's just like not working. It's way below function. When did the pain start? And I was like, today. So they said, we have to admit you. I was like, no, you don't. I nurse my daughter. I'm not going to stop feeding my child because of this. I have a baby to feed. Do what you need to do in the ER, and then I'm going to go home. And hey, so they said it was because I said, could it be from drinking a lot over the course of like 2 months, every night, almost every night? And they were like, yeah, that could be it. And like I say, this was a long time ago. And so I told them to do what they had to do. They pumped me full of 2 IV bags. They kept trying to tell me, you've got to stay in the hospital. We've got to admit you. If your liver completely stops functioning during the night, you could die. And I was like, I don't want to hear your shit. I have a daughter to feed. I'm not giving her formula. I'm not doing it. I don't even own a bottle. So they filled me full of Bactrim. Bactrim? It's a sulfa-based antibiotic. And anyway, so they gave me 2 IV bags full and they let me go home. They couldn't make me stay. Doug kept saying, just stay. I'll take care of the baby. I was like, you can't. You don't lactate. Fucking sorry. You can't take care of her. So I left. They gave me more of it to go. They gave me the IV bags, 2 of them full, and then they gave me a prescription to take. And by the next day, I went home that night. By the next night, I was getting in the shower. Every time I peed, I'm just going to be straight. Every time I peed, all that mess right down there felt like somebody was putting a torch to me. Like it was wherever my urine touched, it felt like a fire. And I told Doug, something's wrong. I can't, it won't cool off. I'm in the shower trying to cool off. And I was literally standing in the shower and just started screaming. The pain between that and in my stomach. And I was like, I'm dying. And he rushed me back up to the ER and told them, my wife is having these symptoms and she's in the car. I need a wheelchair. And they looked on the computer, saw I had been there the night before. And they said, get her in here now. They knew immediately that I had an allergy to Bactrim. And they got me in the back and the doctor gave me something. Like they were rushing all around me and I was panicked. I was like, what is the deal? Why is everyone freaking out? So after they got me all straight, the doctor grabs me by my shoulders. I've never had a doctor do this. He grabs me by my shoulders and goes, listen to me. I went, okay. He said, you cannot have sulfa-based drugs. I went, okay. He went, no, listen to me. I went, I'm listening to you. He went, you cannot have sulfa-based drugs. I went, okay. He said, I want you to understand what I'm saying to you. And I was so confused. I was like, I get it. He said, I need you to understand, and I don't want to scare you. Sulfa-based drugs will kill you, not might kill you. They will kill you. You have had a severe reaction. We are going to have to admit you. And I went, no. I have a baby at home still, because between last night and tonight, she did not stop breastfeeding. So anyway, they gave me what they needed me to have. They made me stay there till that morning when the sun came out. They said, at least stay here till the morning. And they let me bring the baby back to feed her when she woke up. And then Doug took her home, and then he came back and he got me. But so I cannot have sulfa-based drugs. That is the one allergy I absolutely will never overcome, because it could kill me. I cannot take sulfa-based stuff at all. Not sulfur, sulfa. And but the mold allergy, psh, gone. Really, Eric? There you go. No sulfa drugs. Did you have a really bad reaction like that one? My reaction was really severe because they overloaded me with it. They didn't know I had an allergy. I didn't even know. I'd never had it before. But I do know that I'm not willing to risk. I don't have to have sulfa-based drugs. You know, that's a choice. Mold, it really wasn't a choice. You don't never know when you're around it. It could be in the walls of someone's home and you're inside. I had to get over that. It was taking my life over bad, really bad. We're not prospecting much anymore. We're throwing money away. I mean, mining. Yeah, but is that the kind of reaction that you had, Eric? I really think mine wouldn't have been as bad, but they gave me 2 IV bags full. There you go. That was me. I had the burning feeling everywhere my urine would touch, burned. And it started to creep down the inside of my legs, and it was blazing red, and it whelped up really big. It was just like these massive whelps, and they were blazing hot. And yeah, they were freaking out at the hospital, and I didn't know why. I'm glad they didn't tell me until after they got it under control. Then the doctor kind of was like, listen to me. You're going to die. I was like, what? No, but seriously, you're going to die if you take sulfa-based drugs. Mine wasn't itchy, but like I say, it was probably because they gave me so much of it. They gave me a lot. I know I was, I had something going on. I had something going on several years ago when I lived in Tarboro. Well, my friend Lynn was like, well, I've got some, my friend Lynn said, well, I've got some antibiotics if you want them. I was like, yeah, hell yeah. I need some antibiotics because I don't have any insurance right now. And she was like, well, these antibiotics will treat that. I know for a fact because I've had it for the same thing. And then she tells me what it is. And I was like, oh, hell, you trying to kill my ass, girl. I can't have that shit. She had Bactrim. Can't do it. She was like, I've never heard of someone having an allergy to Bactrim. I said, well, yeah, you have just now. Just told you. Just told you. Medical alert jewelry, or have a tat put on if you can't speak. The tattoo is a good idea, but how would they see it? They wouldn't inspect my body for it. And I certainly don't want a tattoo exposed on my arm, allergy to Bactrim or sulfa-based drugs, you know. That's I'll just get the medical alert thing, which me and Doug had talked about. And we just never got it. We're going to have to get it, though. We're going to have to get one. And they're cheap. They're not even expensive. My dad's got one because, you know, he has predisposed issues because he's old. He's got a lot of things going on. Yeah. I know my aunt had one because of her blood type. She's O. She was O. O, whichever, I don't know, but it's O. Eric says, what part of Canada do you live in? Martha lives in an amazing part of Canada. It's in Canada. What is that? That was super weird. That literally sounded like a dog was mauling something. Like right there. And now it's dead quiet outside. I don't know. Yeah. Bikers that are diabetic and have the tattoo on their wrist. I can understand that. Alberta. We spend our winters in Alberta and the rest of the year at the claim in British Columbia. See, that's where my son is in British Columbia. I can't see. Oh my God, this is driving me crazy. See, I could see it on the big screen. I have y'all on the monster TV. See, look, I have y'all on the big, humongous screen. But I can't see it because the computer's blocking it. I usually watch on the big screen, but I've actually got this set up much higher tonight on two things so that you don't see my double chin. That's not why, but it does help. Great White North, take off. Take off. Yeah. He's a good bit away from y'all. I need some water. I'm a little addicted. I love my water. I drank water yesterday and it was so weird. It was just water. It's the same water that I drink every day, all day. I don't drink tea. I don't drink soda. I don't drink Kool-Aid. I don't even own Kool-Aid. I don't use those flavor packets for water bottles. I drink fucking water. And I drink coffee sometimes, which I haven't had coffee in a while. And I quit doing that vinegar and honey mixture. I need to get back on that. But anyway, I drink water. It was yesterday. And I finished it. And I threw the bottle because the dog always chews on them. She's addicted to these bottles. She chews them up, see? And then I got the next one that I had sitting here ice cold and drank that one down. It was so delicious. Now that happens if it's hot outside. You know, it's always good to have really cold water. It's always more, you appreciate it more on a hotter day. And that wasn't it. I was just really fucking thirsty. And it was really weird. Shit like that worries me. I think about diabetes and stuff. I'm like, God, why am I so thirsty all the time? And Doug's like, stop worrying. You're not going to die. Evil never dies. That's what my daughter tells me. Evil never dies, Mom. You're good to go. She's just kidding. She loves me. So yeah, back to my science project. I'm cheap and poor, but I still need to get some CO2 to my aquarium plants, says Martha. Eric says, did the vinegar and honey work very well? I don't know. What was it supposed to do? I don't even know because I didn't do it for very long. And then I don't want to say I lost interest, but I would forget to do it. I would totally forget to do it. Martha says, so I built a DIY CO2 reactor, bubble counter, and emitter. See, Martha's just a little genius. Well, not a little one. She's 6 foot tall. She's a long genius. Using water, sugar, yeast, and a pinch of baking soda. She's so clever. Stellar says, sounds fishy, Martha. Yeah, it's a good one. Sounds fishy. Well, I'm going to get off of here. And an evil genius. Yes, she's an evil genius. And she's sassy. She's sassy as shit. Don't you know that? Sitting on my desk doing its thing. It's doing it what it does, which is it's CO2s. But I'm gonna go because I hate all of y'all. No, I'm just, I gotta chillax and take a shower. I know how to take a shower. It's hair washing night. I gotta take a shower. I take a shower anyway. I just don't wash my hair except every other night. But tonight, when I take a shower, I'm gonna wash my hair. So, anyway, it is 3:21 in the morning. Took me 2 tries to get the recipe right. Hi, Jeff. He's got those bedroom eyes. And I'm going to try to be on Pounders Hangout tomorrow night. Unless he wants me to do a banger chat, and then I'll just do a banger chat. But if not, I'll just go on Pounders Hangout tomorrow night because everyone knows Pounder's my homeboy. Yes, yes. It was nice talking to everybody. And I want to just thank all of the trolls that were there for being cool. I don't know who y'all are because y'all are behind those troll accounts, but it was nice having y'all actually. Nobody got hit with a wrench tonight. That was really good. So, yeah. Good night, Catherine and Martha and Joe, Jeff, Eric, Diane, if you're still there, everybody, and the other ones that aren't commenting. Bye.